This week we're heading west as we go to explore Dean Castle and its country park before we head into the town of Kilmarnock for a wee look round and inevitably a visit to the charity shops. So this is our parking space at Dean Castle. We stayed in the car park last night and look who we've got as neighbours. We saw these guys last night when we got here and it was a bit dark, but they're all just lying down right over here. There's a little sort of petting zoo and farm and stuff, and these chaps, sorry guys, don't get up, I won't come any closer. How cute are you? You don't care about me coming a bit closer, do you? That's the universal noise for not frightening animals, you know that if you go, they're automatically not frightened. Nope, they're all going away. Bye guys! They are so cute. What is the deer with the white spots? Is that a roe deer? Anybody got any idea? Because as always, I don't. We have spared you the park run, and now Bex is over there. She is heading towards the cafe that's on top of that hill. It is a really nice park run, but it was, what's the word? Brutal. It had some really nasty hills on it. But hey ho, we did it. I said I wanted to go to something that started with Ca. I meant castle, which you can't see. Bex thinks I meant cafe, so we're going to the cafe. So there you are, Treehouse Cafe. Bex is actually thinking of not going here out of a protest because we looked at the menu last night. Guess what? They didn't have scones.
They weren't listed, but I might have something else today. I've just had a cake after park run.
You heard it here first, you might have something other than a scone.
I've just had a sneaky cake, so a scone might not be good.
Who lives in a country park? This is really nice. What a nice wee cafe. And Bex, look. Oh, decisions. I think I might have a cheese and ham toastie.
You always have a cheese and ham toastie.
You always have a scone.
Okay.
Avoid the cakes. Should I go and get De Niro?
Yes, go and get De Niro.
Now this is not some weird throat thing, this is a little investment in the future of the channel. We've bought some wireless microphones which should enable us to make better videos with better audio. And a big thank you to our patrons. We've had to endure me uploading things saying, what do you think of this? Does this sound alright when I've been out walking the dog and stuff? So thanks guys. Hands-free recording with the little fluffy microphone and hands-free dog walking with the Greyhound. The reason we actually came to this park run today, which is over near Kilmarnock, was that once a month they have a special sort of run where it's a takeover by people that are supporting people with cancer or people who are going through their own cancer journey. And these guys can run or walk or do as much or as little of the event as they want to, and it's a really nice thing. We really enjoyed coming along, and all we did was run. We still like to feel we're helping out, you know, we're part of the event. And Bex has found a table, and wow. My cheese and ham toastie is quite impressive and the scone is looking a bit bare. Bex and I have done this park run before. We've done all the ones in Scotland that were on our second loop, and it's really weird that we've done this one and neither of us could remember anything about it. There's nothing here that would even remotely remember. Well, you think we would have remembered that. This is Dean Castle Country Park, and guess what that is? God, guess. Yep, you're right, that is Dean Castle. I had no idea it was here. We know very little about its history. I will find out as always and pretend that I know if I can find a sign that tells me anything about it. Scotland on a shoestring, making it up as we go along for well over a year now. We were walking up the side of the castle there and saw this. I saw the word dead fight on it, so let's have a look and see what it is. It says, remember the dead, fight for the living. It's not a war memorial, it's just a thing, I think. The big kid in me wants to go across there and look at that cannon, and the serious journalistic researcher in me also wants to go across there and look at that cannon. Oh dear. Last night Scotland played Germany at football, and I don't know how you can put it politely, did not do awfully well. So let's write our own story. Why not Scotland? Because we are not very good, probably. And before anybody complains about my negativity about Scotland, I am as Scottish as any of you and have been for 55 years. This is Dean Castle. I suddenly feel lied to by the cannon. Looks a bit fake. The Greyhound and the lady are staying outside and you guys are coming with me. This is the keep of Dean Castle. Can we see Bex? No. Okay, let's see what we can see. What we can see first is a big collection of armour. There's some horsey armour, and there's a knight in shining armour. Bex is waiting for one of those. I better tell her that he's here. Not very well lit, but wow. Quite cool. 45 narrow steps. That means it's time for a fast forward. And done fast forward. And it was 46. There's what the view from the battlements looks like. a bit like a drone's eye view, and through there is oh, there's me, it's a mirror. Hello! It's a mirror and a dressing up box. What do you think? Do I look like a jester? Here's a joke for you. I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my granddad, not screaming in terror like the passengers on his bus. Boom boom. Oh, that is quite grand as well. That is a tapestry from, they think, Belgium. It's, wow, has it got a date, any sort of date? No. Comes in 3 panels and is, yeah, it's, what can I say? It's really quite nice. Okay, let's keep going around here. This was the sort of private quarters of the people that owned this, the Boyd family. So we are places where poor people and peasants would not have been allowed back in that day. Right, let's head back downstairs and see what else we can see. And for fans of the word of the day, please mind your heed. You can guess what heed is. It also says, nae entry and keep out. So those are, there's some Scottish words for you that you probably knew already, to be fair. And I'll not bother telling you what they are, it's not exactly difficult. Okay, we've come halfway down those stairs. Where are we? We are in the Minstrel's Gallery, because that's a bit down there where we just were. And this would be where the musicians entertain the lords and the ladies. This is Minstrels resting for their next show. I don't think so. Right, and this is back on the ground floor, beside the front door, I guess. Oh right, yeah, this is the guard room, and down there, rather poorly lit, that is the pit prison. I bet that was not a pleasant place to end up. This is such a cool castle, and it's also free to get in, so if you do fancy visiting Dean Castle, I think we can wholeheartedly give it a definite recommendation. It's started raining, and Bex and De Niro are, oh, Bex and De Niro are standing there. I've got the van key in my pocket, and it's a bit wet. Okay, there's lots more here to see. There's some really cool buildings. This has all actually been restored comparatively recently. It's not all 13th century, but there's quite a lot of it to see. But we are not going to look at any more castles, because you'll start getting bored and looking for something else. What we're going to do is go and find some charity shops. This is Bex, who said I can't run another step, now running more steps because it is, yeah, it's going to start chucking it down. So there you are. Say goodbye to Dean Castle. We'll see you again at some point, possibly. It wasn't that long ago we were sitting up there and it was beautiful sunshine. And over there, even the deer are looking a bit, hello deer, how are you doing? Let's see if this one runs away if I go anywhere near it. If I go near a deer, will it flee in fear? No, it's not fleeing yet. Hello dearie deer. They are so cute. Can a deer be cute? Of course a deer can be cute. Anything can be cute. That's a really cute deer. And it looks like it's foraging. It's actually foraging for deer food that's been put down for it. We were actually looking at our next big adventure, and we were going to go to Northern Ireland, which I think you guys would find quite interesting. Unfortunately, I had some sort of weird memory of something that I'd once read about greyhounds in Northern Ireland. And if you want to take your greyhound to Northern Ireland, they have to be muzzled all the time, like public places, out on a lead. It's like, no, not putting a muzzle on him. There's all sorts of yappy wee things that'll bite you. De Niro will, at worst, give you a wet nose in your pocket. So we're going to do more of Scotland instead. I hope you don't mind. The car park was quite empty. It's now getting increasingly not very empty, but we are done here. We're going to head down into the town of Kilmarnock. Okay, we are in the Kilmarnock somewhere. Oh, what's that over there? Let's go and have a wee look at the statue. I think it's over here and down to the right is the sort of town centre bit, but let's go for a look. There's a map, but not sure. We're looking for the charity shops, as you probably guessed. No idea. He is reading a book on fashion, Strathclyde Arts and Jaeger and things. Man reading Kilmarnock Standard. Alright. What the statue is actually on the paper that he's reading. He is reading the Kilmarnock Standard, apparently. Go on then, do a wee pose. Oh, what nice. Yeah, not a huge football fan right now, quite glad. Have I mentioned yet what those nasty Germans did to us last night? Oops. Although I must admit to slightly divided loyalties last night, although I didn't actually watch the game. I'm not a huge football fan. I do really like Germany, so I'm quite pleased they did well. Just a pity it was against Scotland. Cannot do well against somebody else. I've not seen that before. That is a wee river through the middle of town, and all the seagulls are having a bath. Apart from those ones there that are now leaving. Very photogenically. Go on, off you flap. Go. Yeah. Look cute. That's it. Excellent. Look at that. Majestic. Absolutely majestic. I'm getting content of seagulls, and Bex is wanting to go to the charity shops. I think she's found the main precinct though, so we will find out in a second if we're in the right place, because as always, not really sure. There's a chap who looks like he's got spangly shorts on. He must be going swimming. There's another one over there, another one up here, and somebody has stolen the one from over there. But let's go and see what this guy has got going on. It's like gymnasts, isn't it? It's like gymnastic gentlemen. Salvation Army. Bex is already in. Oh, do you want some Crocs? This is the place to come to get your Crocs. That is a carrot dressed as a rabbit. Finding much in the way of treasure, Bex?
No,
It's quite a nicely stocked charity shop. Not very exciting, but I'll have that. £1.95. So we're up market right at the start. That is some Berlioz. Interesting fact, if you like interesting facts, the first classical music I ever actually really sort of liked was Berlioz's Symphonie Fantastique, which if you like classical music and you don't know it, go and check it out. It's that was a pompous thing to say and sharp. I think there might be an entire outfit's worth of shopping happening here. She's the top and some nice trousers and the blue hoodie that she's got on. Hands up anyone who's got something like that in their house. Come on, own up. Or Harry Bomber Hedgehog. I'm not making it up, that's his name. We've totally blown our budget in the first shop. Bex is buying an entire outfit and I'm buying some anti-fog stuff for the van and some, actually these are all, it's a magazine called Viz that you get in the UK. You might have heard of it. If you haven't, I suggest you don't go and look it up because it's a bit crude. A dog's dinner of old tripe.
did too badly in the first shot.
No, that is a nice wee charity shop, right? Onwards and upwards. Oh wow, there's more of these things up here. These ones are on a slightly different scale. One there and one over there. I've no idea what they are, but they're quite smart. Right, Bex has got her charity shop hat on now because she's just filled this bag with stuff. Well, filled that bag with stuff, apart from the stuff in it that is mine, obviously.
But I've just spied a wee market.
That is a cool wee market, and we're standing like this because we've only got one microphone on. We've got to try and use the same microphone. Hello. She's got her own microphone, but she's too shy to wear it in public so far. We'll get that. That's the next step. And for De Niro, a bag of random animal parts. There's tracheas and skin and all sorts in there. I'm sure he'll love it. But the trachea will gross Bex out. Oh, hi Bex! British Heart Foundation, and there's a rabbit that looks like it's just seen a greyhound. Well, not our greyhound, obviously. If it saw our greyhound, it would go, oh, that greyhound's ignoring me. She had to be here somewhere. It's Barbara. Bex has just found a rather impressive yarn bomb. It's got a toadstool with a... I love the detail people put into these things. There's ladybugs and another toadstool, and that'll be the yellow brick road up to Toadstool House. No idea. Oh wow, not quite sure why. It's also got a turtle. Maybe the person that did that can do turtles, and the other ladies or gentlemen that knitted this can do ladybirds and toadstools, but this person only does, crochet, not knitted. What a mistake to make. Kilmarnock does seem to be not short of very nice churches. We've seen about 5, and that's one of the less impressive ones, but possibly one of the older ones. Although it does say New Lake Kirk there. And what a nice wee oldie worldy street. But we're going looking for charity shops, not old churches. Och. Bex told me that I could have anything I wanted in the Sense Scotland shop. I think she knew something about it that I didn't. Closed. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's a mural of Lady Anne Livingston Boyd, who was the Countess of Kilmarnock and the widow of the Earl of Kilmarnock, and her house was here. That's really smart. Her house obviously isn't here anymore. If you're wondering how I know who that is, I am reading it on that side. And I've lost Bex, but that could be because over there, that is the Case charity shop and the Hill House charity shop. So let's go over for a wee look, if we can actually get across this road. This is the Case charity shop, and it's got treasure beyond measure in the window. I wonder what teacher was given those 2 little things in the bottom left and said, thank you, I will treasure them forever, or at least till I can get them into a charity shop. This way for more videos and books. Let's go and see more videos and read the books. Oh, I have got a painting by that artist. The one I've got does not have a boob out. It's called something like The Lady in Red, and it's got a lady and a cat, and it's very nice, but yeah, slightly less boobage on view. I think Bex has, Bex has come up here, she's over there. Big record collection, says Bex. Let's go and find the record collection and look for anything as horrific as that one that we found up on Orkney. If you go into a record shop in the old days, you would not get Shakin' Stevens. Happy Hammond Goes Pop. Again, yeah, you can guess what era that is from the fact the young lady is not wearing very much. And then Johann Sebastian Bach and blah blah. Oh, who's that? A date with? I have no idea. And again, country. Do all the women in American country music look like that? If so, I'm going to take up country music as a hobby. I'm sure my dad used to have that one. Max Boyce is a Welsh comedian. He's absolutely hilarious. A musician and comedian. He did some really good, funny songs. I love a bit of Max Boyce. Not heard any stuff for ages actually. That might be something for YouTube or a bit later on. Look at the size of that man's organ. That's a hilarious joke and people still find it funny, so shoot. Bex thinks I should stop doing the same old jokes, but I don't know that many new jokes, so you have to put all the old ones. And there's quite a practical piece of furniture for your house. That's maybe it's a plant stand. Like, you put a plant pot in there, and it's like some sort of stand for a big plant pot. We didn't have books that were this cool when I was at school, I don't think. There's the Belties of Gurley Farm. Those are belted Galloway cattle, in case you didn't know. And if you didn't, you do now. Unicorn and a brave princess in this one. Wanted. Ralphie Rabbit, book, burglar.
10 for a pound.
And then never tickle a tiger. Now, I used to have a book when I was a kid that had a tiger in it, but if you look at it now, you could never, ever even show it on YouTube. You get banned outright. It's now it'd be called incredibly racist. Then it was called just a book about a tiger.
Saying I wish I had a child, or a new child.
We're not having a child.
No, we're not having a child. I'm just saying 10 for a pound on these beautiful books.
What do you mean for a child? How about for me, Shifty McGifty and Slippery Sam? That'll be, which one of those is that'll be Shifty McGifty, I think, and that'll be Slippery Sam. It's cooking up trouble. And you've all seen my jacket I'm wearing. Bex has found one that coordinates. It is actually a very nice jacket. I think she should have that. Although, as you can see, it's not quite as cool as mine. And we'd never wear them at the same time. These are definitely some of the best charity shops we've seen in a while. This is the Hill House charity shop. Microwavable boots.
Cosy.
I'll bet they are very cosy. You don't put your feet in them before you put them in the microwave though. And the last one, well, here is a Hill House, because this looks like it has got the tats. The one over there, which was very nice, didn't have junk in it, so we do like the junk.
I bet that's a comfy chair actually.
I bet that is a really comfy chair. This is the upstairs part of that shop, and as you can see, it is brilliant. If you want to furnish your house, you can probably do it here for not an awful lot of money. I quite like that. That is for a stealth gin. It's a G and teapot. I'm glad that I told you about her earlier, because I only just read it like 10 minutes ago and I've forgotten who she is already. The Countess of Kilmarnock or something. It is a very nice mural. Right, I think we're heading back now. It's strange, you mentioned briefly there are some nice churches in this town, but there's one there, and then over there there's another one, and beside that other one there's another one. Told you, next to that church, another church. They like their churches here. And it was here that I found out that the microphone wasn't actually working with the iPhone. It worked fine with a little GoPro at Deancastle Country Park, but had been, frankly, pretty awful all the way through Kilmarnock, so sorry about that. I picked the best bits out and deleted the rest. But the good news is we took that microphone set back and we've upgraded to an even better one. So hopefully, cross your fingers, dodgy audio will be a thing of the past. But you know what we haven't had this week? We haven't had any puffins. This is a cautionary tale about about saying things that you might not be able to follow through on. Now, as you know, we quite like puffins. These are two little puffins that I bought in Orkney, or we bought in Orkney. They're really smart. And I said, they're really smart, but they can't be that hard to make. And Bex said, I don't think they're that easy to make. And I said, no, don't be silly. And yeah, alcohol might have been involved. Anyway, so we had this argument about making puffins, and is it possible? And well, a short time later, this arrived from Etsy. How hard can it be to make little puffins? Guess who's going to find out? This is one of those really bad unboxing videos, because the person that shipped it did a very good job of taping it up. It's a puffin or nothing, well, puffin needle felt kit. I have no idea what I was thinking. So, can I turn this into a puffin? There's instructions and there's stuff that you need, so thank you littlewoolysheep.com. I am now going to try and make a puffin. The grace and the poise of the Greyhound. If you get a Greyhound and you're expecting any sort of activity, look, that's ice cream. That's the bottom of a Viennetta ice cream. He's not even getting his bed to pick it up. He's just going to lie there and hope that he can inhale it. And 5 minutes later, he's decided he was far too tidy before. It's time to look even less tidy. De Niro, put it away, there's people watching. And the third position in Greyhound yoga is very much like the first two, but just a little bit less organised. Stretch 2, 3, 4, down. Oh, come on, you're down 2. No, please stop doing it. It would be funny if you'd been doing it while I was speaking.
Looks like hard work maintaining that position.
It does, doesn't it? He's quite athletic. Look at the teeths, the big pointy teeths, and the very tidy, yeah, no, De Niro, you're a mess.